Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. It is Thursday. It is also July the 27th, and it is the first, of course, July the 27th since the historic flooding event that claimed 44 lives in eastern Kentucky and other parts of the state. And while it was a 5 days long event, it was a year ago this evening that things really started to ramp up and get simply unimaginable for a lot of our neighboring eastern Kentuckians. We'll reflect on that in just a few moments towards the latter part of the program when we get to some other weather-related news. Weather-related news beginning, however, a heat advisory already issued and in effect for tomorrow morning starting at 11 through 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Tomorrow is likely going to be the hottest day we have seen in 2023. And that means that while we expect to see temperatures in the low 90s, they will feel much closer to, if not a little hotter, than 100 when you factor in humidity. More on that in the weather in just a few moments as well. But on a weather-related note, I spoke with Judge Executive Matt Wireman earlier today, and he says that a cooling station has been established and opened at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, where you will find water and cold air and a place to sit should you so need one or any during this heat wave. That is, of course, open during normal daytime and early evening hours. Should someone need overnight hours, you can contact the non-emergency number of McGoffin County 911 at 349-4403. But the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center, again, open for a cooling center for the foreseeable future in the next few days. Again, as tomorrow will be the hottest day of the year likely, and Saturday will be just a tick or two behind it. Again, much more to talk about weather-wise in just a few moments. A reminder is I'm going to try to remember each and every night we're still looking to fill a position or positions possibly, depending on either part-time or full-time interest in the capacity of independent signs and graphics. Looking for a graphic design artist out there who has a flair and has familiarity with Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, and who would also be interested in working in the sign shop and graphics department in regards to running our large wide format printer and all that goes with making signs and banners and car graphics and the like. So if you're interested, please contact my editor, Heather Oney, 349-2915, or reach out to her via social media. Well, on the anniversary, so to speak, as again it was a multi-day long event, nevertheless, today Governor Beshear announced $2 million to help Floyd County acquire 2 pieces of property in Prestonsburg that will be the site of 33 newly built homes, as well as rehabilitation of 1 vacant home there as well. The homes will be for Kentuckians who were directly affected by 2021 and 2022 flood events that impacted Floyd County. One is about a 27-acre lot with about enough room for 20 single-family homes. The other is about a 7-acre lot with enough room for about 14 single-family homes. They're sitting along Cliff Road and Old Cliff Road in Prestonsburg, and they will be well out of the floodplain and close to shopping, education, employment, and medical services available in the Prestonsburg area. The governor today said housing remains the top priority as we continue rebuilding from the floods. We promise to be with Eastern Kentucky until every structure, home, and life is rebuilt, and he says we're keeping that promise, and we'll be back here soon with more updates on this project. Once the property is acquired, the governor says he will announce funds to help Floyd County build infrastructure, water, sewer, sidewalk, and roads on the lots. And after that is done, the Mountain Housing Corporation will construct 33 new homes and rehabilitate and remodel, again, 1 vacant home that already sits there. Local news in just a few seconds. A road closure, actually a couple for those who travel in Morgan County. 3-day-long closures of US 460 in Morgan County are coming up as they continue to invest about $2.5 million of federal funds to make the roads safer there. Contractors will be installing drainage structures on these dates at these locations. It's not until August, but August is just around the corner, so I'll put this out there now and then remind you again when it gets just a bit closer. The first closure will be Tuesday, August the 8th. This is at mile marker 8.9. This is between Hooten Hollow Road and Leonard Havens Road. And then Wednesday, the following day, all this, of course, weather permitting, another one at mile marker 8.8. This is near Old Grassy Church Road. And then Friday, August the 11th, same week, at mile point 7.7 near Mize Church Road, they will be closing there. So that's 3 separate one-day-long closures to install drainage structures. Tuesday the 8th, Wednesday the 9th, Friday the 11th, all in those areas. A signed detour using Kentucky 772 and Kentucky 705 between Easdale and Grassy Creek will be posted, and drivers traveling between Hazel Green and West Liberty may want to use 191 or 205 to bypass these closures. This includes roadway rehabilitation, new asphalt, some minor widening, some drainage structure replacement as well, and all again starting on August the 8th, and I'll remind you as that gets a bit closer. As I mentioned last night, an update on several road signs that were stolen, marking Magoffin County roads throughout different parts of the county, of which Magoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman spoke to us in an interview a few weeks ago. That investigation has resulted in 1 arrest and 3 people being charged, and Sheriff Bill Meade tells me about that in just a second.
It is time to upgrade, and Appalachian Wireless has an unbeatable offer for you. For a limited time only, Appalachian Wireless is slashing $300 off selected smartphones. Smartphones like the iPhone 14 and Samsung Z Flip and Fold are $300 off with no trade-in required. Visit any Appalachian Wireless store today or go online at AppalachianWireless.com for details and devices. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Terms and conditions apply. Offer valid while supplies last.
2 locations, 2 ATMs, too much history over 120 years, and just too many reasons not to trust the oldest, only banking family that exists for the sole purpose of helping your families, our friends, grow financially and securely. Lean on Sagersville National Bank for any of your home, auto, commercial, retirement, or online banking needs. And let us help you make your dreams come true. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Fraser's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Get great deals on the greatest brands at Conley Tire with up to $150 back on Goodyears, $100 on Hancooks, $100 on Mickey Thompson's, $125 on Yokohamas. And you can always pay now or later. Plus quick service with oil changes, brake jobs, $35 computer diagnostics to fix and repair your ride at Conley Tire and conleytire.net.
The decision about where to begin your child's educational journey is critical to a sense of happiness and success. Johnson County has 5 elementary schools: Central, Flat Gap, Highland, Porter, and W.R. Castle, all of which provide a full array of academic, athletic, and extracurricular opportunities, including future problem solving, basketball, football, volleyball, choir, and band. With a new state-of-the-art high school being constructed, the future is bright for our students and families. Give your child the power of opportunity, only available in Johnson County schools.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
The Magoffin County Sheriff's Department says that it turns out that a now former road department employee was one of 3 people who are alleged to have been stealing road signs throughout parts of Magoffin County, and if those road signs and some other unknown at the time, or until that time, stolen items, road department or travel related, were also discovered in the Magoffin County residence. Sheriff Meade tells me that multiple leads led him to a Magoffin County residence where once the door was open, he saw some of the stolen signs just lying inside. In all, he recovered 14 Magoffin County road signs, 7 of those big orange traffic barrels, and was able to do so, he says, with the help of video evidence showing at least one of the thefts by 3 accused Magoffin Countyans.
Whenever we first approached the suspects, whenever I walked to the front door and was speaking to the individual, I looked across the room and there was a large red stop sign hanging on the wall with multiple signatures on it. Obviously, I felt pretty confident we were on the right track. And then, of course, we were able to come up with a video showing the perpetrators. You might as well say in the act. It showed the background of the Cow Creek Church, and they were holding the stop sign and the Cow Creek road sign that was stolen.
Meade says 3 people are all facing the same charges of theft by unlawful taking, criminal mischief, and altering or defacing a traffic control device. A James Collett and Alexis Mouse Arnott received citations or summonses, but due to their cooperation with the case, were not issued arrest warrants. However, issued an arrest warrant and lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center and now bonded out was a now former Magoffin County Road Department employee who was working part-time for the county, who is no longer employed as of today. Jimmy Rao, 25, of Sagersville, was let go by the county after his arrest, and again, he too charged with theft by unlawful taking, criminal mischief, and destruction of a traffic control device. Also in headlines tonight, over 5 pounds, an unknown, but over 5 pounds is the number we are given, amount of marijuana that was seized during a traffic stop on the Mountain Parkway last night by Kentucky State Police from a Michigan man. Their arrest citation says that 38-year-old Joseph McIntyre of Harper Woods, Michigan, was behind the wheel of a vehicle that pulled up to a traffic safety checkpoint last night in the Parkway at exit 70, and immediately the officer says that he could smell marijuana coming from inside the vehicle, with McIntyre admitting to there being a small amount in the center console, which was discovered. Also, though, a search of the trunk found a gray tote. Inside that, at least 5 pounds of marijuana, all in big, large Ziploc bags. The exact amount, again, not given, but at least 5 pounds, as well as a small amount of cash, which was seized. It was also determined that Joseph did not have a valid driver's license, for which he was also charged as well. He's still in the Big Sandy at last checkup a short time ago. Much more to come right now. It's a birthday wish to kick off tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau calendar. That's right, everybody. Let's all say happy birthday as wished by her dad and her mom and a long list of family and friends. Birthday wishes tonight to Shauna Sharp. The happiest of birthdays to you. Happy birthday, Shauna Sharp. A quick reminder on the calendar tonight, we've got Community Day, of course, coming up. Just a couple of weeks, we'll be talking about that in the near term, and then a little later on down the line, Founders Day at the end of August, 1st of September. If you want to be a food vendor or otherwise for Founders Day here in Magoffin County, call 349-3256. The Sagersville Fire Department food booths are $250 for the entire event, and other vendors just $75. Again, 349-3256. And call me when you've got a birthday, an anniversary, or any other important announcement from your church, group, club, nonprofit, what have you. Going on to funeral service announcements, a reminder that services will be held Saturday at noon for 91-year-old Joe Line of Morrow, Ohio, formerly of Magoffin County, survived by his wife Lily Bell Howard Line, his sons Jeff and Stanley, and sister Lucille Dameron, and a number of grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren. In addition to his parents, Joe was preceded in death by his brothers Jimmy and Stephen and Harry and Douglas Line and his sister Shirley. Graveside services will start at noon this Saturday from the Lyons Family Cemetery on Coon Creek. And this next announcement just in from the Magoffin County Funeral Home, who tells me that arrangements are pending at this hour for 55-year-old Rondell Reisner of Sagersville, who passed away on today's date at the UK Medical Center in Lexington. Again, arrangements to be announced soon by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. What we have here is our famous chicken sandwich at your Sagersville Lee's, which is also Saturday's special. You can get a chicken sandwich, wedges, and a drink for just $6. Friday's special is a liver or gizzard dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $5.79 plus tax. Let's recap. Chicken sandwich, Saturday special, or get it any day of the week. Fridays, livers or gizzards at your Sagersville least famous recipe.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics.
Get ready for an unforgettable summer of music and entertainment at the Mountain Arts Center with Billie Jean Osborne's Kentucky Opry Summer Show. This year's show brings you 6 incredible nights of sensational performances. Summer is in the air, and so are the incredible sounds of the Kentucky Opry. Don't miss out on this must-see event. Tickets can be purchased now by calling 1-888-MAC-ARTS, stopping by the People's Bank box office, or visiting us at www.macarts.com.
Well, let's spend the last few moments on the weather forecast, reflecting a bit, of course, as we should all be. It was last year, it was at this time that things were unknowingly getting ready to get unimaginable. But it was actually between a period of July the 25th through the 30th, today being the 27th, that just one system after another continued to cover the same swath of Kentucky and eastern Kentucky, and developing south of I-64, bringing with it a lot of heavy rain, deadly flash flooding, devastating river flooding as well to parts of eastern Kentucky and Appalachia. At times, rainfall, as we all very well know by now, was falling at rates of more than 4 inches in an hour. Just mind-blowing and certainly deadly amounts of rain. Homes, communities gone. In the end, there were over 600 helicopter rescues, unknown number of swift water rescues. And then between the evening of July the 27th and the following morning, a year ago tonight, which was the peak of this 5-day event, it's when it all really took a turn for the unimaginable. 14 to 16 inches of rain fell during the entire period, with most everyone in that particular swath getting anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of rain, but most of it fell on this night and in the morning hours of tomorrow, a year ago. That was when the real devastating impacts were felt in northern Clay, southern Owsley, southern Breathitt, northern Leslie, Perry, Knott, Letcher counties. The highest rainfall report was from southern parts of Knott County, where 14 inches of rain fell over the course of that 4 days or 5 or so. 44 deaths as well. Years and lifetimes, literally, to recover from it all. While here in today's time, we are talking about a heat advisory, complete turnaround from events hot and dry for now, with some shower and storm chances, again, as we'll see a changeover over the course of the weekend. In between your Saturday and Sunday, we look to get a break from the 90s, and right now the 90s don't look like they're coming back in the immediate term as they were 24 hours ago. It was just last night that models were kind of showing we're going to get a bit of a break in the action from the 90s Sunday and the first few days of next week, but in the 90s we're going to make their way back into the picture. Right now, that's not the pattern that's showing up in computer models. We hope that it follows that trend. But very importantly, a heat advisory is in effect from 11 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock tomorrow night. We will see temperatures tomorrow anywhere from 93 to 94 degrees. We were actually expecting a 95-degree day tomorrow, and that number is, it's bouncing back around between 93, 94, 95 degrees. Tomorrow and or Saturday will be more than likely the hottest or maybe two hottest days of the year. It's just going to be that hot. It's going to be dry tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy, nighttime lows tomorrow night again, like tonight, in the low to mid-70s. And we will see a 30% chance of showers tonight and thunderstorms, but tomorrow, nothing until very early Saturday morning. So I think we'll see a dry Friday, temperatures up into the 90s with heat and humidity combining to make temperatures feel, or conditions feel rather, like it's 100 or 102 or 3 or 4 or 5, depending on where you are. So hence the heat advisory starting at 11 in the morning. I won't be surprised if we don't have one in effect on Saturday. We might see enough chances of some early shower to maybe avoid that, but we'll have to wait and see. We do have a 70% chance of showers and storms on your Saturday. Only a slight chance early Saturday. I think maybe a 30% after like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's Saturday night into Sunday that we have our next shot of some showers and storms, and that will take temperatures from the mid-90s around about Saturday to the mid-80s on Sunday, the second half of your weekend. Still mostly sunny both days, and shower chances will linger into your Sunday as well, to the tune of about 50% up until about mid-late afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock, and then I think we'll dry up for the rest of your Sunday and stay dry for a few days. Monday, low 80s at 82, much more mild and comfortable. Nighttime lows back just below the 60 mark instead of the mid-70s. Sunny and mostly clear for your Monday. Tuesday, still low 80s, still sunny, still right around 60 for nighttime lows. Pretty nice. Wednesday and Thursday, we thought we might get back into the 90s, but right now we're going to hold on to the mid-80s both days and see where that trend takes us next week. Right now it's calling for mostly sunny skies both Wednesday and Thursday of next week, but both days again with about a 30% chance of some showers and storms that I really think in the latest models probably might be taken out of the forecast by then, and we'll just be left with some partly cloudy conditions or expected conditions Wednesday and maybe into your Thursday. But again, kind of unstable, kind of hard to tell. And that'll just about wrap it up for tonight. Wrapping it up for the week. Tomorrow night, let me say this, plans are, I always hesitate to say that because when you make plans news-wise, other news kind of pops up and happens, but pretty solid on this one right now. At least I hope to have our sit-down interview. I had the privilege and opportunity earlier this week to sit down with Miss Zoe Howard and talk about a life-changing chance to record at a very majestic, if you will, studio in Memphis, Tennessee, she and her band, and she told us about it, and she tells us about the music that they produced. You don't have any to hear as of yet, but it's close, and the story will be here tomorrow. Thank you for watching Good Thursday, and I'll see you then.